How do you handle it when someone up the chain of command betrays trust? Like, what is this? Like lying? They lied to you?
This is a huge spectrum of things.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
So for number one, you just learned, right? You just learned something about someone's character.
Yeah.
You now kind of know better what you're dealing with. Now, if this is a major situation, you might have to immediately confront it and or go above them in the chain of command. I mean, if there's lives at risk, if there's something morally wrong that is happening, if there's something illegal that's happening that now you're going to get wrapped into, and that's another decision you got to make. If you're not going to be wrapped into it, then it's a decision you got to make if you want to ruin this person's life, whatever. That's a different decision. That's not this question. We'd have to deal with that in a separate question. Are innocent people being hurt? So if it's something like that, lives at risk, something morally wrong is happening, something illegal is happening, innocent people being hurt, then you're probably going to have to say something. Or you're going to have to say something. Now, I will tell you this, before you say something, make sure all your ducks in a row. Make sure you have evidence. Don't go off half-cocked. Be ready. Because people that are deceitful like this, they prepare. They are ready for battle to protect themselves, and they don't care what happens to other people. So you got to watch out for that. Now, if it's something minor, then that's something that you log down in the brain, right? It's something that you log down in the brain. And but it allows you to see a person's character. And that means, again, it's a minor infraction, but it also means you got to watch yourself and you got to watch them a little bit more closely. You got to be careful because people like that, they think they're smarter than everyone else. Yeah. They think that they're getting away with lies, so they think they're smarter. And there's like a little hint of sociopath in there that they can get away with these lies. And so you got to watch them. You got to watch them carefully. And like I said, it kind of goes back to that previous question. Because you don't want to be a person that comes across as dishonest yourself. And if people don't think they can trust what you're saying, they're not going to trust you with other things. So if you know I'm not giving you good feedback because I'm too nice, you're not going to you're not going to respect my opinion anymore.
Right.
So, when you're dealing with someone, if someone comes to you and said, again, this is honesty versus dishonesty. If you come to me and say, hey, what do you think of this plan? I'm not going to say, hey, I think that's a stupid plan. I might say, I don't know if that's how I do it. I might try this approach, right? You're just going to be diplomatic. If I'm not going to say to you, I don't think you're smart enough to figure this out. I'm going to move you to a different division because I don't think you're smart enough to solve this problem. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say, you know what? I need you on this other project over here that I think you're going to be really knock this thing out of the park. Now you're going to know deep inside. But it's called tact. And that's what you have to use. But back to the honesty, or when a person betrays your trust, you've learned about their character. If it's a big thing, you're going to have to talk about it. You're going to have to tell somebody.
Yeah.
If it's a little thing, you got to watch.